Okay, I don't want to waste any of your guys' time, so thank you for hopping on. Hopefully this new call time works better for everybody. I know for me it kind of works a little better, so we'll see how it goes. But I had a few announcements that I want to go over so that you guys know what's coming up. Whoever's on the phone, I'm going to mute you. I think it might be Jess. So on May 10th, the summit registration is open for general registration. So if you guys are signed up for summit, you're going to want to make sure to get on at noon to get the workout that you want. All of the speakers are the same. They're just different times throughout the day. So you don't have, it doesn't really matter, but we're in Hall F, Noelle and I. And then you get to pick whatever trainer workout you want to do. And if you're not going to Summit, then plan to be there next year because it's a game changer and you will have FOMO, just saying. And it's not too late to still decide to go. Like, make this your month, get enough challenge packs on the board and commit to going, because I can promise you what you put in, you get out 10 times of that event. Also, the $160 challenge pack for all access is going to be available through the end of August. So that is a game changer, guys. Like, you should be talking that up behind the scenes, of course, not publicly, but really saying how much of a steal it is, because just in, I think it was March, it was $199. So don't be bashful about saying that. And then tomorrow we have a coaching opportunity call. So if you have any challengers or people you just think would be awesome coaches, invite them. I'm going to post some sample invites on the team page so you guys can just like copy paste to people you think would be awesome coaches. I think that's it. Does anybody else have any other recognition or announcements? Nothing? Okay. I know we have some people pushing. I know Claire might not watch this later, but she is like hustling to hit 1 star by Thursday, which is the deadline to rank advance for Summit. So make sure to go cheer her on and Passion Fix. You guys are all a part of that. So thanks for hopping on, Meredith. Okay, so tonight I wanted to talk, you guys asked to speak on what the heck you do with challengers once they say yes, once they sign up. What do you do? And I kind of have a process, but I think that it's important to start at the beginning, because I could give you guys X, Y, Z, do this, do that, but it may not work for you, right? Because we all have our own business. We're all our own people. And so I'm going to kind of speak on a broader terms and yes, give you action items you can implement. But here's the deal. You guys should be doing not much extra outside of focusing on your own journey, focusing on your mindset, inviting other people to do this with you, and running bomb challenge groups. And until you're hitting Success Club every single month, you shouldn't be doing all the extra fluff, because that doesn't build your business. If that's just me being honest. And the reason that Claire and I are where we are is because we keep living in those vitals. Hey, Brianna. So I wanted to start this call by giving you guys just kind of like a self-check, because you will not have successful challengers that stay with you for over 2 years, which I have a few that have, or they've started with me in the beginning and they come back, unless you're on your game. And what I mean by that is it starts with you. You have to lead from the front, just like we do in our team, right? You have to lead by example. So if you want high energy, engaging, excited challengers who show up every day no matter what, guess who that needs to start with? Got to start with you. So I want you to ask yourselves, guys, number one, are you in a challenge group right now? Raise your hand. I hope all of you are. If not, I need to add you to mine that starts today. So let me know. That's the foundation of our business. If we're not doing challenge groups, what are we doing, right? And you don't have to run them yourself. I think we get very overwhelmed with like, I don't know how to run a group. That's what the team's for. You get to plug into other people's groups until you're comfortable. Whoa, Brianna, I have you on like 3.
Yeah, 3. Sorry.
It's cool. I was like, whoa, so much. But you need to be in a challenge group, and you need to be running one every single month, because that gives you the automatic push to invite to something. So I know some of you have paired up, and I think that that's worked well. I was working with Noelle for the past year, and every month we'd switch off coming up with content and running the theme of the group so that it doesn't become such a burden to like figure out what to post, right? Or what to share, how to make this exciting. It's not so much of the what, it's just kind of doing it and just committing to doing it every month, no matter what, without a shadow of a doubt. So I ask you guys first, what program are you doing right now? Type it in the chat. And if you're not, which one are you starting tomorrow? Payo, awesome. Payo, ooh, lots of Payos. I know Jess is on the phone, I think. Or it might be Lauren, I forget the number. So type in the chat what program you're doing or you're gonna start tomorrow, because it starts with you guys and you have to be on your own health and fitness journey first for this to work. Like I said, if you're not 100% all in, excited, enthusiastic, mixing things up, not doing the same thing every single month, not just copy pasting because that's the only script you have. You have to be excited about it, or who else is going to be excited about it, right? If it's not something you look forward to, it's not going to be fun for anybody. So if you're not on a program, get on one, which I'm glad that 3 of you said you were, and let it start from here. Let yourself be excited about something. And if you don't like the program you're doing, change it. That's the power of God, right? We don't have to stick to one thing that doesn't work or that we're just dreading every single morning. That should not be the way this goes. The second tip I have for you guys, to keep your challenge groups excited and engaging and your challengers on Shakeology and loving their programs, you have to constantly bring in fresh blood. What I mean by that is you need to have new challengers. So whether that's pairing up with a new coach on this team and running a challenge group with somebody else just so they get a different experience, or the way that I treat my business is I constantly commit to bringing in at least 5 people every single month because I know that excitement comes back. And it allows my challengers to be kind of the coach and cheer people on and allow themselves to teach and give advice and answer questions when I don't check in maybe as often. So there's nothing like fresh blood that makes a challenge group bomb. So that's kind of my 2 big tips from the beginning. Super simple. Connect to your own health and fitness journey. Check yourself. What energy are you bringing to your challenge group? Are you in it every day? Are you just logging your Shakeology and saying, here's my cup? Or are you providing value, even if you're not the one running the group? You know, are you just saying, oh, Payo, check? Or are you giving something to the team, to the community, to the family? And then fresh blood. So constantly bringing in new people to get yourself excited and keep you on your own health and fitness journey. The next thing I want to say is, you could say, well, I don't know what to post on my challenge groups. I don't know what to share. I don't know how to talk to people. Guys, there's a few key resources that this is how I built my business. Are you ready for the big secret? It's so secretive. It's called Google and YouTube. So many of us think that we don't know how to do this or we don't know how to do that. Do you know what you need to do to be a successful coach? Be resourceful. I've seen a lot of questions asked lately that are simple FAQs or simple Google searches or simple YouTube searches. And I'm not telling you not to ask questions, but I am telling you guys that you will learn more if you search it yourself and then come back to the team and search and share what you learn. That's literally what I did. When I didn't know something, I still do it because I don't know everything, let's be real. I go on to Google or YouTube or the FAQ for Beachbody and I figure it out and then I come back and share it with you guys. So I want you guys to start taking that ownership. If there's something that you can't figure out, like say you want a new challenge group script and there's nothing in the team page. Do you know how I found my challenge group script this month? I went onto Google and I searched other coach challenge group scripts. It's mind-blowing, I know. But there's Beachbody is such a giving community. Everybody shares their resources. So you don't have to come up with the content. I personally, I need a framework for challenge groups. I need something to get my mind started, and then I'll edit it to make it feel like my own. And obviously, you know, choose pictures from Pinterest that feel like my own or that my challengers will react to, like funny memes or whatever it is to keep it fun and engaging. But that's how you guys should be doing. You should be going on Google and saying, okay, I want to do a summer theme group. Let me type in challenge group script and see what speaks to me. Because like I said, if you're not excited and you keep sharing the same damn script and it's boring as heck and you don't participate in it and you are not posting your challenge group, nobody's going to do it. Hi. So I wanted to start off with those things because I think sometimes we just overcomplicate it and we think we need to do all these things. And like, you guys don't need to create more things. You just need to focus on what you have and run with it. And does that help you? I mean, I'm sure it's like totally, you know, not a secret or anything, but those are the things that kind of help me. So I wanted to kind of preach on that for a few minutes because I just think that it's so important for you to ask yourself and own and self-evaluate, what do I want this month? Do I want to hit Success Club? Well, then I need to act like somebody who's going to hit Success Club, right? I need to be my best challenger, not just in your challenge groups, but publicly. So many of you say, oh, I want to help people. I want to, you know, get out of debt. I want to take this big vacation. Are you doing it every day? Do you earn the right to invite? I check myself every day. I have not done my power hour much today. That's it. I'm going to do it after this call because I need to earn the right. So it really is just simple. Just show up, right? So let me kind of take you through the process that I do. I can give you guys some simple tools, but again, if you weren't on the beginning of the call, I want you to know the only things you should be focusing on until you're helping 3 people each month is your own health and fitness journey, your mindset every day, inviting other people to do this with you, and showing up. That's it. So when I give you these other ideas, I don't want you to go on after this call and say, I got to do everything, because that will overwhelm you. It will keep you stuck and you will do nothing. And what do we accomplish from there, right? So I'm going to show you guys, like, it took me 2 years to run bomb challenge groups, by the way. And some of them still aren't the greatest. Does that make me any less successful? No, they happen. So don't take it personally if you have a challenge group that's like, nobody's showing up and it's just me posting myself. You never know who it's going to inspire still. So what do I do when I get a new challenger? You guys have all of these examples in the team page, but I will show you again. Let me bring up anybody else? I saw somebody with Streak wasn't uploading. Well, I'm going to show you from the team page so that you know exactly where they are. Give me a hot sec. Got to exit out of my shift shot workouts because you can't see those. Okay. So when you guys are in the team page, you're going to go to Files. And there's a bunch of different documents here, but there's this golden one right here created in February called New Challenger Emails. And if you haven't gone through the files, there's a lot of stuff in there. So I'm going to open this. We're probably not going to be able to see it, so hold on a sec. I should have opened this first. 1 second. Do you guys have any questions so far, or anything in particular you want me to speak on that you're struggling with your challengers? Type it in the chat. That'd be awesome. Come on. Anything? You guys asked for this call, so you gotta have something. All right. So I have all these in Google Streak. Can you guys see this? Who has seen these before? Ariana, good. Okay, if you haven't, you'll see them now. So this is what I send to a new challenger when they first hit submit and they sign up their enrollment. This is exactly what I send to them, and you guys have access to this. The only thing that you need to change is this form right here and make your own. And I can show you what that looks like. But I have these all saved on my phone. They are already pre-made up and already typed up. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's okay. You can get there. But the reason being is because I'm almost always on the go. Who isn't? So even if you don't want to use Google Streak for tracking your people you're talking to, I'd highly recommend getting it for your emails for your challengers, because I don't have time to type this up every single day. Nobody's got time for that. I typed it up once and it's saved as an automatic email. So all I need to do is copy paste their email in there, hit welcome email new challenger, and they immediately get this. So they can start moving. So this is an about me form. I'll show you that. There's a challenge group contract, which for me works really well because it gives them kind of ownership of what they just signed up for. And it gives them the expectations, which is what I list here as well. And then I want their before picture. You all should be focusing on helping people get transformations, right? That's the point of challenge groups. So you need that before picture to hold them accountable and understand where they're at and why they're there. And then I give a video to walk through Beachbody on demand. So they have all the steps within the first 20 minutes of signing up on what to do next. Because they're excited. They want to start this journey, and this is the perfect way to kind of get them moving without you having to do anything. And you guys can literally copy paste this whole entire thing except for this form right here. It's already done for you. The second email after I get that form back, and I'll show you what that form looks like from a challenger I just got. I send them our Girl with Goals prep packet. Again, nothing you have to recreate. It's already created for you. It has Shakeology recipes and how to mix it, because everybody knows someone tries to mix it with water and then they hate it and then they want to return it and it doesn't work out well. You need to tell them how to do these things sometimes. It walks them through how to meal prep, how to clean out their pantry. Brittany also made one that is totally generic in the sense that it doesn't have anybody's picture on there, so you can search that in the team page if you'd like to use that instead. But again, these are things you guys should be creating. You can literally copy paste this to your challengers. It's been a game changer for me because it takes less of the burden off me. And I haven't been sending this one out that much because all of our people are on all access now. So this doesn't really apply for the BOD Club membership anymore. They paid the one-time fee for the year and they're in. So it's really the first two emails and that's it. So then I know somebody had questions. Let me see in the chat. How you communicate with them and keep them engaged until the group starts if they sign up 2 weeks early. Okay, so we run a challenge group every 2 weeks for the team. So if you don't have a challenge group starting on Monday, but you have somebody sign up today, I guarantee there's somebody else in this page who does. So that's the cool thing about being on a team, right? You can plug into other people's groups and then give them a different experience, maybe get new ideas. My other questions are answering these fast. So I communicate with them on email when they first sign up. And that's how I first give them the first communication. And once they are, so like if somebody signs up on today and I don't have a group starting until the 15th, that's okay because there's enough content in those 2 emails to keep them busy. And they're allowed to start their workouts. They have Beachbody on demand, so you can say you can test it out for the next week. And then prep week should usually start the Wednesday or Thursday before the official start on Monday. So between those 2 weeks, there's usually always something going on in the team. Does that make sense, Tara? So you guys really, they have a lot of time to play with. And then I give them weekly check-ins, whether that's a text message or an email. But this is why you want to know in this About Me form. Let me bring it up real quick. At least for me, this has worked well. Again, don't worry about the graphics. It can be a simple, plain Google form. Okay, guys? So I send this. This is in their original email, their name, their email, phone number, all the contact info. I want them to write down their goals again. And I want to know what it would mean to them and how I can hold them accountable. Because let's be real, who has had a challenger here go silent? I have tons of them, right? So you need this information up front, in my opinion, to be able to call them out. You're their coach. You're here to hold them accountable. So I want to know, how often do I need to keep in touch with you, and what does that look like? And if you don't want a daily check-in with your challengers, then don't put it as an option. Simple as that, right? But this has been super helpful for me because I understand where they're at and where I need to meet them. And I usually print out the email that they send me and put it in a binder, so I have it at my desk every day. I'm just a visual person, but you don't have to have it that way. It could literally be an Excel doc. You put in Tara Grooms, check in every other day. Here's your phone number, here's your email, just so you have the stuff in one place. Does that make sense, guys? So I think it's important to have some type of system. Like I said, whether that's every Sunday night you're texting them or sending them an email. I hope you guys know that in the Challenge Tracker app, let me share my screen again, that you can go to participants right here. So the website is mychallengetrackerportal.com. I hope you all have got on here, know what that looks like. But I can go to my participants and I can see, okay, Danielle's logged one Shakeology and one workout. The last one was today. Cool, she's good. Julie hasn't logged anything today. I'm probably going to want to check in with her and say, how's your first day going? Same thing with Patricia and Jennifer. And this is the first day of the group. So, you might want to wait till the next day and see who logs late. But this is a great resource for me to say, who's doing what, who's showing up and who's not. And that's usually, I go in there once a week and I'll kind of call people out and text them or email them, however they prefer communication. But that's like a golden tool for you guys. The information is already there, set up. I find that shooting a text saying like, hey girl, saw you haven't logged Shakeology this week. What's going on? And you're usually going to find out, they were sick or something was going on. And you want to know those things. Do you ever message them within the app? Any success with that? I personally don't. I know that you can, Brittany, but like you can click here and say send message, and that will bring a notification directly to their app. The colored dots are that they've logged a Shakeology and workout. So purple, I think purple is workout and green is Shakeology. It just shows that they logged it that day. I don't know why it has that. I just look at the numbers and the last day that they logged it. That's the most important thing. So that's kind of a tool I use. I think it's goals. Jennifer has dots, but it says, okay, I know what it is. Sorry, Ariana. See, you guys don't have to know everything. When they set up their app, they put in what workout and what Shakeology, I think. I don't know. I could look up one of yours and see if it's on here. Maybe we'll look at Jess's and you can see. Hopefully she's on the phone. I don't know. You guys will have to research that. I thought, okay, workout Shakeology. That's what I thought. I'm not sure. It's above the added thing. I don't know, guys. You'll have to teach me that one. I just look at the numbers. It's when they add goals and before picks. Okay, thanks, Brittany. See you guys. I need you. Does that make sense, though? Do you guys use this often? Do you know it's there? Now you do? So I find the most frustrating thing with coaches is that either you guys aren't on your journey and being the challenger you want to attract, because even if you don't have a lot of challengers right now, like, be the energy you want to attract, right? If you want more of something, be that person and see what happens. And I guarantee it will change. And then like knowing that not every challenger is going to be like you. Everybody's different, right? That's what makes this business hard. It's a relationship business. And sometimes people do their own thing and they'll buy a challenge pack and never show up. You can't take it personal. You just have to know that that's the way that they run with it, and you're going to work with the willing. You can't handhold. You're their coach. So if you're doing what they asked you to do and they're not showing up, that's on them, right? I usually check in, like I said, weekly and call them out a few times. If they just stop answering, I'll check in with them monthly and reinvite them back to a group. What else? So I'll give you guys a few tips on how I kind of make my challenge groups engaging. So a couple of things I've done this year so far. Obviously, the health bet was huge in January. Everybody wants money to get healthy and fit. That's just like huge. So another one will probably be coming in August, right after Summit. I'm not saying that that's for sure, but that's when we did it last year. So I'm going to guess Carl will pull that one out. I like to run challenges. So I've done a couple Google Docs at the top where they get points for certain things. So I was actually opening this up to Claire the other night and showing her some ideas. Let me see if I can find it quickly. I'm just kind of speaking to things that are on the top of my head for you guys. Give me a hot sec. If there's anything that's been working for you guys in the comments, feel free to put them down. You can use, yes, I can show you that in a second, Brittany. So I did this in March, and I think I'm going to bring it back. Basically, it makes it a competition. My challengers like it. So yours might not, but you can always try it 1 month and see what happens. So I didn't want to be the person that logged any of this. I wanted it to be Scouts Honor. They can do the work if they want to win it. And basically, I gave out like some Energize and Hydrate at the end of the month. It was like $10 for a pack of 10. So it's tax write-off. It's no big deal. But I made a Google Doc and I pinned it to the top of the group, and they would log their points each day. So it increased the engagement to the point where they were sharing everything already. And they wanted to be at the top. You know, everybody wants to win. So it just kind of added a little extra incentive. And I can post this in the team page. You guys can make up whatever you want for point system. Again, I just Googled some ideas and found this and made it my own. Something else that I did is, I think it was in February, every Thursday is party in our team page, right? So I wanted to bring that same concept to my challenge groups. And I threw up a challenge every Thursday in my challenge group where they would post publicly on their Facebook or my Facebook, because we want to create coaches in this, right? Get them to think like a coach without knowing that they're a coach. The first week was what they're loving about their workout. And what's the best thing about that? Just kind of speaking to what their workout is. Usually week 1, everybody's loving their workout and how they're feeling and the consistency that they're creating. Week 2 is what they love most about Shakeology. And they would get points for that. And the best person would win a prize of the week. So you want them to share about Shakeology, because if they're posting it to their page and tagging you, all of their friends in their network are going to see it. So it creates curiosity where those friends are going to start asking them, hey, what are you doing? You're looking great. And that it spreads the word of what they're doing and allows you to reach more people, whether it's they sign them up and become Emerald or they bring new referrals to you. Week 3 was what they were loving about the accountability group and sharing that. And then the last week, I think, was inviting other people to join their journey. Because if they're posting publicly like that, guys, they have coach written all over their forehead. Because what's the number one thing that people starting out as a coach are hesitant about? Posting on social media, most likely, right? So if you can create those activities in your groups, you can weed out and see who is a huge potential coach in the future. If they're going to post already on Facebook about their health and fitness journey, they're in the bag. You can easily say, hey, you're already doing what I do. Let's hop on a call and chat about this. I think you'd be a great addition to our team. And I can say wholeheartedly that there's waves of that, right? Because you have to take the vital process from new challenger, giving them a transformation, helping them believe, and then transitioning to them to a coach. And that takes time. Did all of you say yes to coaching on day 1? Tara's a special one. But she took time to really come around to it still. So you have to think about it like you need to build that belief and give them a transformation and get them a win before that. So the more people you can put in that funnel now, the more people you're going to have to invite to the coaching opportunity in 3 to 4 weeks. Because usually by week 2, I'm inviting to a coaching opportunity call to the people that are showing up in the group. So do you see how it really starts with you? You show up, they show up, you get them a transformation, you invite them, and then challenge groups become fun because they invite their friends, it grows, you have new people in there that you didn't invite, but it becomes this community and sisterhood, and it's easier when you're excited about it. You know, I don't want to do a challenge group by myself, so I'm going to hustle hard and get 5 new people in there this month because I need that to stay engaged and excited. What else? Call them out. I mean, I call out my challengers for sure because they've invested in this. So I want them, my job is to help them get a transformation. So you can't be bashful about saying, hey girl, Brianna, I haven't seen you show up this week. What the heck's going on? Where are you at? And then talk through their excuses, you know, be that friend, build that community. And, you know, don't just make it about Beachbody, of course, but as you grow, you're going to have different challengers. You're going to have people that are lifers, and they're going to just keep buying Shakeology from you because they love it and they love the health and fitness community. And that's okay. They'll never become a coach, but they're lifers. You're going to have people that show up for a month and do nothing and then they quit. That's part of the business. Can't take it personally. I guarantee they'll come back around in a year when you're killing it and doing new programs and looking amazing. And then you're going to have people that stand out. And you're just going to know. All of you are one of those. Your coach invited you to be a part of this because they saw something special in you. But you guys have to build that foundation of a community where it's like I only check into my challenge groups twice a day because I know there's so many people in there. I don't want any of you to constantly be in there because that's a life sucker. You don't need to be on the Challenge Tracker app like 3 hours a day. You need to be in there 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes at night and being an engaging, positive force. Otherwise, Beachbody runs your life, and that's the complete opposite of what we're trying to do here, right? We're trying to create freedom. So those are kind of my big things. I think lastly, it's not being afraid to share the opportunity and showing up publicly all the time. It really makes a difference. And I'm going to hopefully get Tara next week to talk about this because she's been consistently sharing her journey, and people come out of the woodworks and message you when you're consistent. That's all this business is. You feel so much better when you just do. You don't create motivation, you create action creates motivation, if that makes sense. You know, I can honestly say there's hard months, guys. There's things in life that happen, but you have to choose to do this anyways because you're leading with a servant's heart. You have to be very unselfish to do this, if I'm being honest. There's times where I'm like pulling my hair out. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. But you know what? It's joyful and it's thrilling, and I love more of the positive than the negative. And it's so cool. I mean, how would you guys like to get this email in your email? Let me read it to you so you can hear what I got this morning. So I just sent my challengers, every single person that signed up with me in 2017, I sent them an energized sample that last week. And she wrote me this morning, she said, I just want to thank you for including me on this journey. I've been having a tough time emotionally lately, and sticking to my workouts has been a helpful constant over the past week. Having the support of other like-minded women is so overwhelmingly helpful, I can't begin to explain it. It truly means the world. I got your little gift in the mail, and I am so excited to try it out. That was so incredibly sweet of you and so much fun to get. Thank you so much. Even if it's a card in the mail, guys. I know you're all busy, but I used to do that when I first started. I would just sit down on Sunday, take 20 minutes, and write a card monthly to actually all of my coaches and challengers. But now there's so many of you, my hand hurts by the end. But those little things that they don't expect are make a big difference. And you're trying to build a community, and that just takes time, but you guys get to decide to run fast or run however your pace is. To me, fast is fun. I don't like slow. I want to go. I want to get there. I want to move forward, blinders on, run the race, and do it. And that just takes talking to more people, which I love. You know, when you all want that email in your inbox on a Monday morning, you can have it, but you just have to do these simple things, starting with yourself. So I haven't gone through the chat box. How do you make a thing like what, Ariana? I can unmute you if you want to say it. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, the thing with the points on it.
So
challenges.
I'll put the 2 websites in message board. They're really simple. I like Canva because it saves the template. So you can just like change out the month, or you just make a generic one the first time and reuse it every single group. But it's super simple. They give you like, you would like it because you're a teacher. They have like geometry symbols, and they already have pre-made layouts on there. Like, you know how you can make your picture for your challenge group, guys? For the challenge group tracker app, there's like a little picture at the top. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Canva has square ones already pre-made that you can just change the text and download it. It's a game changer for time if you want something cute. Highly recommend it. And it's free. Best part about it. What else? Do you guys know how to use old posts from old groups, or you want me to show you that? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, let me go through this. So the best part about the challenge tracker app is when you can schedule all of your posts. All of you guys do that, right? Like, I don't get in there at 6 a.m. and post every day, but there's something called a post library. And every single group I've ever done since April, almost over a year now, is in here. Every single one of them. So say I'm kind of bored with my post, or like say I want to not run another 3-day refresh group. All my refresh posts are already in here from last month. And you can do, so you're in the group that you want to post to, you can do copy and schedule. And then you can pick the time you want to post it. And I just like go through and repost them all to the same groups. So they're already written. You just want to make sure, like, if you put the challenge group name or something, to change it out. But this is awesome because if I get bored of a script, I can go back to October, find some old images and post. My challengers don't remember from 8 months ago what the heck I shared. So they're already all in here. Something that's been on my to-do list is to show you guys, or put all of challenge group scripts I've had. It's hard because I mix a lot of them. But what I wanted to show you, can you guys see my bookmarks or no? Okay, so I literally just go on Google and I type in challenge group scripts and I save my favorites, and they're all here. So whenever I'm getting bored of my scripts, I just like go in there and find some that I like for new groups. So my plan is to put those all in one post for you guys, so you can at least have a library of things to go from that I have found. But again, it kind of goes back to being resourceful. If you're bored in your groups and you're not participating, time to change it up, right? And not do the same thing every single month. What other ideas have worked well for you guys? Or that you loved in the past? All right, we're way too quiet. All right, I'm gonna go around. What's something that is working well and something that you're struggling with? Tara, you start. Good, I unmuted you.
Working well and for what? Challenge groups?
Anything.
Anything. Mm-hmm. I think what I'm struggling with is objections in general, which I'm trying to get not unfrustrated about. Is that a word? I'm trying not to get frustrated. So I've been taking my anger out on my posts instead.
Yes.
And getting real aggressive with them because I just get real angry when I hear it. So instead of letting that like hinder my thought. I'm just putting it in my post and then like letting it go out of my brain. So I think that's working when it comes to my mindset. But then I still feel like I haven't yet to start a conversation with somebody and sign them up. Everyone I've signed up has kind of come to me and said, hey, I want to do this Shakeology thing, or hey, I want to join your next group. And so I've still gone through the script and the process with them, but it hasn't necessarily been like a difficult sign up. So for me, I'm still trying to see how I'm going to reaching out and saying, like, start loving on someone and then reach out and then transition the conversation and get through the whole process. So I haven't yet to done that.
Awesome. I love that you're posting your objections, because that's why you're getting less of them. And that's why people are coming to you. If you think about it, you're taking that part of the conversation out.
Yeah, I think they're afraid.
They're afraid?
I think they're afraid to say that causes an objection because they're like, this girl's crazy. She's going to call me out.
So you need to let that go. Because here's the deal. If somebody wants help, doesn't matter what you say. We all have times where we probably shouldn't have said that, right? There's always, like, we're human. There's no, like, when I see you guys post in the pod, I'm like, there's no perfect thing to say. I could tell you what to say and it may not work for that person because I don't know them, right?
Right.
Sometimes you just have to go with your gut. And the fact that you're posting those objections is huge because, like I said, it takes them out of your conversations. And people respect that because you're upfront about what you're doing and you're not bashful about it. How many of you have posted about the coaching opportunity in the past month? That's why we don't have new coaches on our team. Mic dropped. So I'm going to challenge you this week to, yes, post about your health and fitness. But if your goal is to move this business forward, you need to drop little things. Like Jess posted this weekend. She had like a picture of her computer with Fawn in the background in the pool, and it was super cute. But I wanted her to say, I'm building a life of freedom, you know, like dropping those breadcrumbs that I'm building my freedom by paying this gift forward to other women, you know, not being afraid to use those little things. You know, if you guys are doing your power hour or working, share that. This isn't easy. You don't want people that are going to come into your team and think this is easy because they'll quit. I mean, it takes hard work, but it's worth it. If you can stick around for a year or two and truly put your heart and soul in. So that would be my challenge to all of you is start breadcrumbing those things. You know, if you're going to Summit, you should be talking about that once a week. Or if your dream is to go to Summit and your vision is that, you should be talking about it publicly. The other thing I was going to say is don't be afraid to talk about new, I know what I was going to tell you guys. So I'm in a test group right now, and I'm sharing every day what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. You don't have to wait to be in a Beachbody test group to create that own excitement. So if you guys are starting PIO this week, treat it like your own test group and build that excitement yourself. You don't need Beachbody to throw you in a group and say you're doing PIO for the first time. Most people don't even know what PIO is. So treat your posts like that journey and you're running your own test group, and then make your challenge group a test group for that, you know? Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
That's just something I wanted to share because it doesn't, every program you do can be a test group if you want. You don't have to wait for Beachbody. So sorry, that was a random tangent, but I wanted to share it. Anything else? Okay. Ariana, what's working well for you and what are you struggling with?
Talking about going back to challenge groups.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that's what the call was about, right?
Yeah.
So, in the past, when running a challenge group, it's usually been like me and one or two other coaches. And what's worked well is kind of choosing like days to have a theme.
Mm-hmm.
So we would do like like talk about mindset on Mondays and like Thirsty Thursday and Flex Friday, like things like that. So like people would know what was coming. And then kind of, just set like the times that we were going to post or whatever. Like right now I'm running my first challenge group in like over a year with Amy and Emily.
Awesome.
And we haven't quite had a chance to like really connect with each other and like super plan out everything, but we're gonna, get on a call or something probably either tomorrow or Wednesday and really kind of hash it out and make sure that we're all on the same page and that we share like a Google Doc. I already made it with like a spreadsheet that has like, all the different posts and the times and everything so we can schedule them out. And I like the idea of having challenges. Like every group I've been in has had
real life. Love it.
Hakuna Matata. Yep. Good job. But yeah, I'm struggling with time. Time is a big issue. But I know there's like light at the end of the tunnel. Like there's 20 something days of school left and then I'll be home. So I'll have a lot more time.
Yeah.
To devote to this. Okay. Yeah.
I'll meet you and answer. Nothing against it. I think it's adorable. Yeah, totally. I think that themes are such a good part of challenge groups as well. So thank you for adding that. I always forget the simple stuff, but you guys can Google challenge group calendars and it will come up with a theme for each day, and find those. Again, being resourceful and thinking outside the box, not doing what everybody else is doing. Something else I was going to throw out with regards to time, I threw up a post from Carl, I think this weekend. So I'm in a mentoring group with him right now. And he has this whole concept of 5 donuts, which is not like the donuts from Dunkin' Donuts. It's like a baseball term, apparently. I don't really understand it. But it's basically hitting the ball out of the park the first second you get up. So no matter what you do, if you do nothing else throughout the day, all of you invite 5 people tomorrow or tonight, actually, after this call. Doesn't have to be a developed relationship. If they've been liking your post or you've been thinking of them, say that. Hey, I've been thinking of you. Don't know if this is for you. I'm trying to get ready for summer. Would you be willing to try this out with me this month? I'm just going for it. That's literally how I'm treating my invites right now. It's people that haven't answered me. It's people that have been lurking. It's people that I've talked to in the past, but they went crickets. I'm re-inviting them. I'm sending 20 a day because I want to grow fast. But I challenge you guys to at least do 5 and do them first thing you get up so that at least those are done. Because inviting's one of the 4 vital behaviors, right? So it's got to be part of your routine. All right, Meredith, you're up.
I think what really works for our challenge groups is I run them with 2 other girls on my team. I'm on Passion Fit Dynasty. I just can't make the call tomorrow, so I hopped on.
Nice.
So that really works, and this is kind of like what Ariana, every month before a call, or this month we're doing a 2 month lead up to summer, but we always have a call where we pick the plan, pick the theme, and we have the whole schedule already written out of posts for the whole however long the challenge is going to be. And that's worked really well for us because then as the month goes on, I can think, that's a good love yourself post and jot them down in my phone. And then when I sit down on Sundays to schedule all the posts, I have something to go off of. Mm-hmm. And what's been hard for me is definitely talking through excuses. I think Tara, I think was your name. I kind of can really relate. I have never signed up a challenger that didn't contact me first or didn't show all kinds of love all over my posts. I've never just sent a cold invite and turned it into helping somebody. And so I had some life stuff come up in the last month. And before that, I had some really good plans in place to learn how to talk through some of those excuses. So I need to reinitiate some of those and just train myself and learn how to talk through some of those excuses, because I was full of them myself too. Like, I think I told Loretta no for like 3 or 4 months before I said yes.
So that's the type of challenger that you're dealing with, Meredith. You're going to get what you are.
That's what I'm getting.
So, I mean, I tell them that all the time. So you just have to keep that in mind. So the more you can post about objections, I think that will help you, like Tara was saying. And then also I challenge you, send 5 cold invites tonight. Get your donuts in. Cool?
Yes.
Can you do it?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, Brittany, you're next in the line.
I hope I don't steal this from Bree, because we're in the same working on the same challenge group together. Sorry. But we're doing a free group right now, and this is my first time doing that, and I've never really seen it done before. I mean, it's been done, but like I haven't seen it. So, and as far as like interest, that's been going really well. I got a lot of people interested in that, and I mostly went to the people who told me no because of price before. So all of them are now trying the free group. And so the interest has been good, but I will say it's kind of been crickets today, and today's day one. So I'm trying to engage them today and now. So hopefully they'll post either tonight or tomorrow. So that's been going well as far as like, I'm talking to people and they're in it and they're interested. The thing I'm struggling with is, I wouldn't say excuses from people who don't want to sign up, but excuses from my challengers currently. Like, at what point do you say like, okay, you have life going on, let me give you a second to breathe? And what point do you say, but how busy are you really? You know? So like, I have one girl who, she feels very overwhelmed with, she works an overnight shift and she is planning a wedding, and oh, yay. So yeah, she's very busy and tired and exhausted, and she didn't even have enough time to download the app and all those things. And so what point do I say like, man, that stinks, let me leave you alone for a minute? And what point do I
Britt,
let it happen?
when did they sign up?
I mean, she
2
end of
months
February.
ago, right?
Yeah.
So you need to drop it and move on to fresh blood.
Yeah.
It's not your responsibility to be a babysitter. And you have to get out of your head about it, because like I said,
I know, I just want her.
I know, but you can't want it for them, right? They have to do it for themselves. So you can be there as a friend, check in every once in a while, but you need to focus on the people that do want your help and that are ready to make a change. And every moment you keep focusing on them when they're not giving you anything back is a moment you're taking away from somebody else that does need your help.
True. I probably just need to hear that every week, because you say that
I
every
know.
week.
So I'm going to tell you it
Okay.
every day until you sign somebody up.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I said, it's not your responsibility to be a babysitter. You're here to help them. If they're not going to meet you halfway, you can't do anything about it. But you're spending so much time like, oh my gosh, my first 3 challengers aren't succeeding. I couldn't even tell you, okay, my mom's my first challenger and she's quit a long time ago. My best friend was my other first challenger and she's quit a long time ago. Does that stop me from helping people? No. If I would have focused on them, there'd be 200 people right now that wouldn't have made a change. And that's not to brag. It's just to say you just got to find your fresh blood and bring that excitement back to yourself too. All right? You're going to help somebody.
Yeah.
You know it.
Yep.
All right, Bree. It's all you, girl.
I swear you always save the best for last. It's me every week.
I know. Sorry. I'll put you first next week.
No, I'm just kidding. It's totally fine. I'd say what's working well for me is I've really enjoyed the support system that I've had in Britt, Liz, and Justine. I mean, I go to a meeting and come out and I've got like 50 text messages and I'm like, holy, hey girl. But just being able to have them to like hold myself accountable, and I don't want to let them down. So it's kind of made me stay more engaged, which has been fun. And it's been fun to kind of go through the journey with them because we all kind of started at the same time. And I think what, what's not working for me is I'm as bad as the freaking challengers. I mean, I'm like still letting my excuses get in my own way. And, just needing to be more consistent and making the time, carving out little 10-minute blocks instead of feeling like it's this big daunting task, because in reality, it's like I could probably send 5 invites while I brush my teeth, and instead I'm like, oh, let's think about everything else except for that.
So my challenge to all of you guys is right after this call, send 5 donuts. The scripts for the team are on the calendar in the team page right at the top. You can go on there and copy paste something to 5 people. Don't think about it, just do it. I promise you it's the people that you don't expect that always say yes, because half of you on this call are here because of that. So let's step up to the challenge. Let's keep pushing. Hopefully this call was helpful to get you guys more excited about building that foundation, but it really just, it takes staying that consistency, that word we all love. And of course you ended on that, Bree, and just like keeping the excitement and joy in it for yourself. Because if this isn't fun for you, you're not going to do it, right? You're not going to give it to anybody. So you have to figure out what your joy is. For me, like I love mentoring you guys and I love helping my challengers feel that like, yes, like this is finally something that works. And so if you want to go give that feeling, give it to yourself first, and then go give it to as many people as possible. Let's get this mojo going for May. You know, we're only 8 days in. There's a lot of time to change lives, but I want you to treat the 15th like the end of the month and just go balls to the wall for the next week and see what happens. Why not? You know, what do you guys think? Good. Well, thank you for spending time on the team call and showing up. It means a lot. And plug into your pods for help with those excuses, because objections are opportunities, guys. So let's go change some lives this week. All right. See you guys.